Yo, live song reviews. We're here. I wasn't going to skip out on y'all. I know the Grammys are going on, but I'm going to sit here and I'm going to listen to your music. I'm going to give you guys feedback. That's what I'm going to do because I told you I'd do that. So if you're here tonight, awesome. I'm excited that you're here. If you're not, you can watch the replay on YouTube. It's all good, right? I may not even review your song. You may not like what I have to say about your song. We're all good. All right, so let's get right into it, guys. I got a lot of uploads here. All I ask with this show, even if you're watching the replay right now, just share the show. That's it. I'm not asking for a bunch of money. This isn't a service. You don't pay me money to review your songs. This is just me taking my time out to connect with you guys and give you some game, give you guys some love, support. Okay, so yo, Brian's in the house or no? This is probably like an old post or whatever. Anyway, you guys, I understand tonight is the Grammys, so I'm not expecting a big turnout. That's all good. If you're diehard and you're about the music and you want to get better with the music, then you're here right now. If you're watching the Grammys, you're probably not at the Grammys. you dig? Like, you might as well be hanging out with me. All right? Let's go. What's up, Drew? Drew Knight in the house. My guy never, ever fails. All right, so let's see what we got. I think we got a lot. We got a lot tonight, but I'm just going to fly through them. So I got a Serjan. I don't know how to say his name or her name. By the way, love your reviews. Thanks, man. Apologize. All right, let's roll.
Yeah. All those weekends that we spent together, all night just talking about you. All the stars up in the sky, all your favorite, but still you wanna cry all night. Can you just tell me what's the matter? How would I know? Can you forgive me? It's the only thing I can do. Can we go back home where all this started? Starting with a new life. Yeah, I just want to apologize. ना बात करना लगे डर तेरी बातों से, just leave. हाँ मुझे नफरत है कांटों से, फंसता रहा तेरे इन वादों में. You didn't care, उजाड़ी मेरी रातें क्यों दूरी थी दोनों में पहले से कोई फर्क नहीं होती अगर साथ में भी. It's all done, मुझे डर ना लगे फासलों से, but that's all. या बचा है कुछ अभी भी. Yeah, what about those memories that we made together? I was crying like
All right, dope vibe, dude. Dope vibe. We got something there, you know? Like, I'm feeling it. Here's the thing. Like, the beat's cool. The beat's actually, like, pretty fun. I like the little plucky guitar vibe. Electric. I like the beat. I like the 808. You know, it's pretty modern sounding. I like the writing. I think there's some cool stuff in the writing, you know? Like, it's a vibe, but it still feels like a demo to me. It feels like, you know, you're still in the writing phase. Like, you know, I don't really know what I'm going to say here. Like, we need to fill out those lyrics. We need to finish the songs. A song unfinished, you guys, is an idea. That's it. Just you took it out of your head, you put it somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, it's not an asset. It's not anything that we can take and like do something with, monetize, market, connect with people with, right? I mean, we can connect with people with ideas, obviously, on this type of platform, but the medium for connecting with people over just an idea or a demo, it's very small and it's very like at the bottom of the pyramid sort of vibe. You know what I mean? So you got to finish your songs. Super important. Do the best you can to finish your songs and then get whoever else you need involved to take it to that top of the pyramid level. Always try to hit the top of the top. You know what I'm saying? Don't risk anything else. Like, stop just coming up with ideas and spilling them out into the world. It's cool for this kind of platform, but that's it. Like, don't put it out on Spotify. Don't waste your time and money, you guys. But cool track, man. Like, I think you got a lot you could work with. I'm not going to give you production notes. I'm not going to tell you, here's how you should finish your song. Layer up the vocals, do this, do that, you know. But yeah, you need to finish the song. And if you need help with production, then you should, get into some master classes. I got plenty of master classes on production, mixing, mastering. There's places all over online that you can learn production and how to layer vocals and how to take things to the finish line with production. Okay, so great track. Love it. I love the vibe. It's pretty summery too. Like, I think you can take it and finish it off and it's going to be dope. All right, let's move on. We got more music. We got a lot more music. If you guys dig the show in any sense, share the show, please, for God's sakes. Taking my time out. The Grammys are going on, and I'm sitting here with you guys, listening to your music, giving you feedback. I mean, because I wasn't going to break my word. I told you guys I'd be here. All right, so Willie Gamble, let's go. Willy Woo, Broken Dreams.
Got the thought to make the patience, make it in this life you see. Dreaming big, G. Hopes, dreams, and aspirations. Got the thought to make the patience, make it in this life you see. Dreaming big, G. Yo, Monica.
So, yeah, like the first thing I notice is like the beat and the vocals just don't match up, Like the vibe, the beat's giving me, the intro, everything is just not what happens when the vocals come in. And that's like the basic feedback that I give, like I want everyone to understand what I'm saying. But if you play this right now, like you guys kind of like feel the vibe right here, right?
Hopes, dreams, and aspiration. In this life you see.
It's like the vibe's like really chill and like, yeah, like, ooh, something's going to come in like really melodic, you know what I mean? Like, ooh, like something really melodic's going to come in. This is going to be dope. And then it's just hopes, dreams, and aspirations. It's like it's too stiff. You know what I mean? It's stiff. It's like not performed well. It doesn't sell through. Denzel Washington could say it like that exact same line, but he might say it was it's going to be like just delivered so nice on this beat. You know what I mean? So I think performance here is what's lacking. That's my long way around, like my little feedback loop that I'm giving you guys. But the truth is just like the delivery's not there. Like for this track, I'm like, that's like a really stiff hopes, dreams, and aspirate. Like, okay, chill. Like we took like the music and now we're just like talking to you. I don't know. It just feels kind of too preachy and like in your face. And the music doesn't tell me that. It's just not giving me that vibe. So that's kind of where I would stop that song. And that's the feedback I'd give you. Like, just work on the delivery, work on the presentation, and maybe like less stiff about everything, Like just kind of get more into the music, a little more singing, a little more pitch. All right, let's roll on. Richardoosevelt, The Rain.
The pain is horrid. My lane is foreign. I came for glory. I can't change. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm just trying to hit shots like art. Come to the block, concrete safari. I never thought it'd be so jarring. Gotta stay armed when factions warn. Gotta stay calm when the rain is pouring. Ice in my veins when my blood is coursing. Numb to the pain, but the game is torturing. Save me the morphine, give me the floor seats. Lions, tigers, and bears for the orgy. We ain't in Kansas anymore, Dorothy. And that's a fair warning. Sleepless nights cause we're all in mourning. We fly kites cause we all in the soaring. Come for the ride right now, we're boarding. The rain is falling. The pain is horrid. My lane is foreign. I came for glory. I can't change, I can't change. I can't sit around and cry about things. When I jot down, can't lie about things. Cause you'll figure out they be finding out things. Nowadays they be finding outrage. Make no mistake, they forgot about grace. After the memes, they forgot about Dre. How I get to this place, I just did without breaks. To win this race, all I did was outpace. These snakes in the grass, I just did without trace. Fish in the lake, I can get without base. Some anticipate, make a bitch about face. See him cut a play, what Richard might make. I'm trying to cut a play with this bitch trying to take. She wanna congregate till I give her my rate. I hit it, then I quit it, then I kick her out place. The rain is falling. The pain is horrid. My lane is foreign. I came for glory. The rain is falling. The pain is horrid. My lane is foreign. I came for glory. I can't change.
Dope, dude. I love the melody. Like, I just think that's so nice. It just kind of has a feel, you know? You're like, the rain is calling, the chain is falling. Like, that's nice. Like, the little repetitive melody. I mean, that's the best part of the track. Obviously, you're gassing, and I love when you gas like that. Like, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You know, doing triplets and shit. Like, that's super dope. I think this has got a cool feel, man. Like, what I would want to hear, I want to hear like a female vocalist singing that line. You know, the rain is pouring, the pain is falling. Like, if you could get someone up an octave on this, you know what I mean? That'd be super dope. Like, the rain is falling. Like, that would be like the thing that would like glue it all together. Right now it sounds like really lo-fi and like boom bappy, and I love that. I would try to get your vocals to sit more in the track to be more of that idea, of that concept. They feel a little detached from the beat for me. They feel like a little too Richardoosevelt compressed. I know you know what I'm talking about too. Like, I can hear exactly what you're doing, and a lot of it is just like in that like mid-range area. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that 900 hertz to 4K. Like, you're just really pushing the mid-range really hard, and it's compressing really hard, and it's just kind of giving it, it's kind of edgy, but it's also not so smooth, you know? And I think for this track, you need like a smooth vocal. It needs to feel smooth in there. Like, it feels too pokey and out there and like, you know, harsh. So that's the best feedback I could give you on this track. But it's dope, man. Keep it up. Shit's popping. All right, Anthony Alleman, Bring Back Freedom. Let's go.
We didn't pass it on to our children in the bloodstream. The only way they can inherit the freedom we have known is if we fight for it, protect it, defend it, and then hand it to them with the well-taught lessons of how they in their lifetime must do the same.
Revolution is calling. Our nation is falling. Let's fight. Let's fight tonight for our rights. Bring back freedom.
It's we the people, for the people, by the people, yeah. That's what makes our nation so great, and I believe in that. I pledge allegiance to the flag and the republic for which it stands. One nation under God, liberty, justice for all. I know that's what they sold us, but that isn't how it's going. Fires burning, ashes snowing, segregation keeps on growing. Where's our freedom? We want freedom. Seems like the Constitution's phony. Don't give power to unworthy, just be cautious when you're voting.
Revolution is calling. Our nation is falling.
Yeah, so here's the thing. Like, this track is interesting because it sounds like someone that's been producing for like 2 to 3 years, something like that. You know what I mean? It just doesn't sound pro. And the reason I think it doesn't sound pro is because everything's so detached. And I think mainly what people miss when they get to this point in production, right? The 2, 3, 4, even 5 years in, they miss the sonic glue and the mixing, and they miss that that capability to shift and shape sounds and understand what holds things together and how things get spotlighted and how it's just like lighting a room. You know what I'm saying? Like the light coming from here, as you can see my hand, like see how it's like really bright when I push really up on it? Like this is what the amateur does with their music. They over brighten their music, you know, like they put so much light on it until they understand like dimension and where the light needs to hit to glow. You know what I mean? Like it's, and how to accentuate certain colors and how to, you know, blur the background, you know what I mean? Stuff like this. Very important stuff. So for me in this track, it's like all these things that you do when you're in your first 3 to 5 years of production. You're like, yeah, the drums got to hit. So then you make the drums really hit, but then the drums sound really stiff and completely separate from the track because you're so focused on the drums. And then you like do this thing with the vocals and the vocals sound really good, but there's nothing supporting the vocals. Like the guitars get tucked really far back and there's no bass line and things like holding up the vocal, right? Like keeping that vocal exciting and making it a record. That glue, you know, the things that like the colors, the dimension, the things in the back, the things up front. You have to have this whole world built. Costume design, lighting, the guy getting the fucking Starbucks coffee. Yeah, we can't afford all that sometimes, you know, when we're first starting out. But you do still need to understand the process and you need to understand what that stuff means and why it's important. So for this track, it's like, for me, I'm like, yo, why'd you turn the guitars so far down when the rapper comes in? He's so bare, it sounds so demo-y. It sounds like him on these drums and they're not taking it up enough space in the spectrum. It's not enough dimension. Listen.
I know that's what they sold us, but that isn't how it's going. Fires burning, ashes snowing, segregation keeps on growing. Where's our freedom? We want freedom. Seems like the Constitution's phony.
You know, like these guitars, they all sound like these, and they're like guitars with like electric distortion. Like they're going like what the fuck, you know, like they need to hold it together. They need to hold that shit down. The rhythm can't just be, you know, like it's everything's so detached. So you got to get that glue, syncopation, the rhythm guitars, push them forward into the sides, you know, give the bass more lift in the low end and push it up so it's supporting that vocalist. Give the vocalist some space, give him some reverb, a room, some dimension, some, you know, anything like a slap delay, something to like give him some space around him to make him feel bigger and not like he's on his own and good luck, buddy. You're on your own. But yeah, this is all like mainly mixed stuff, but it has a lot to do with production. You know, it has a lot to do with arrangement, picking the right instruments, supportive roles, etc. All right, I'm gonna move on. Pete Alvidrez, Bloody Samaritis. And you know, Pete dropped some cool shit, man. So you guys pay attention. And if you're liking the show, like it, like hit the thumbs up and shit. Help me, dude. You guys help me out here. I'm dying. I put up like over 570 videos on this channel. Over 570. That's not even including live streams and shit. All right? It's very, very hard to grow this channel. So help me out. Just give me a little. As I try to help you out, you just give me a little. That's it. Not asking for anything else. Just a little bit of your time and a little love. All right? Let's go. Let's open the calendar real quick. Misfire.
Like it's nothing.
I'm feeling vibes on vibes. I'm a ticking dynamite. I blow your candle lights. You know I'm just that type. No, them no fit kill my vibe. Them no fit kill my vibe. Them no fit kill. Them no fit kill. Them no fit kill my. Why watching my movements. This bad bitch bad every day. I know they look at your face. Bad man bad every day. Get on your knees and pray. Do you regain your faith?
Yo, this shit's coming together, man. This shit's sounding dope. I think you got some really cool vibes here. They're not super apparent at first, which I think that's kind of a shame. Like, I'm gonna play it from the top here.
PD Pistolas making beats like it's.
All right, so I'm just not, I don't dig the tag, like all this shit up at the front. Like, it's like, nah, man. Like, I want to get to this as quick as possible.
Dynamite, I play your conking dimes, vibes on me. I'm feeling vibes. Go just stay, follow my dream. I go just stay, I go just say what? Come on, go and see my inner desire. I go stay, I be my healer, I be my healer, I be my, I be my, I be my healer. Everything I desire. I go to see my rhythm flow like a river. If you get say what? Come on, go and sit down. I go just para, come off my jigger. I go just stay, follow my dream. My rhythm flow like a river. If you get say what? Come on, go and sit down. I go just para, come off my jigger. I go just stay, follow my dream.
Like, that to me is the hook. I would just come in with that, you know? Follow my lead. Like, that's dope. I think that's super dope. So, like, yeah, come in quick with that shit. People are gonna skip. You know, this stuff up front is crazy. Like, I don't want to hear all these, like, Nexus presets. Like, nobody wants to hear that shit. Like, dude, what? Get to the point, you know? Cut the shit, get to the chorus or something like that. They have some saying like that, right? My saying doesn't make sense because it doesn't rhyme, but look it.
I'm feeling vibes.
Pistolas making beats like it's nothing.
You them no figure. Was taking, still had to make it. Vibe killer, me I no go take shit. Vibe killer, bloody Samaritan. Protect my energy from your bad aura. When my pastor say I be my healer, everything I desire. I go to see my rhythm flow like a river. If you get sour, come on, go and sit down.
Yo, and that needs a lot more support. Like this, like that shit's not working for me. It's just not hitting, you know? I think the problem is it's pulling attention away from the melody and the groove. Like the my lead. You know, it's like instead of like, I don't know, like those feel combative. They don't feel right to me. So that's my thing, like, you know, pocket that shit. Maybe it needs to be super simplified on the low end, on the bass. Yeah, low end is just out of control here with this bass. I think you're doing too much. And, you know, I get it, Pete. You're like, yo, I'm trying to make my sound, my shit. But, bro, like, you got to still make sure people, like, can really attach to your sound and your shit. Like, they got to feel the vibe. And if the vibe is just, like, completely like, oh, fuck. People are going to turn it off. Guaranteed. They're not going to give the song a chance. And, you know, do whatever you want to do. But this is my review. I'm giving you my opinion. All right. Let's move on. Matthew Brown, Catch a Breath. Final 8.
So they'll turn away. I can't catch a breath. I can't open the gate. Help me escape and I'll give you the change. Don't let me ask for it back. Has no one noticed the last time we talked about something worth it? It seems like we're heading in circles, won't it?
All right, so right away, better sounds. Pick better sounds. Kick drum, drums all the way around just need to be way better. Stack them up. Use all the tools you have at your disposal. Even my Logic Pro packs and my Pro Tools packs, they come with samples like that were recorded and stacked and layered from amazing, legendary drummers here in fucking LA, you know, like guys that have played on massive records. Okay, so that with like samples and tuning and, you know, like just those drums, if you just like grab those and replace the drums you got here, your record would be 10 times better. All right, so sound selection, right? You can't have boop, 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 ksh, boop, 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 ksh, on this song that like has this like piano and it's real chill and it's real vibey. Like those drums and the sound selection have to be picked right. Okay, so it sounds really karaoke to me right now, and that's just because the sounds are just not very good. So it's hard, man. Like this is like a really, really, really rough demo. Like I wouldn't even consider this a demo. If someone sent me this, I'd be like, okay, you need someone to make you a demo of this? You know what I mean? Like, let's make a demo. And I think you could demo it much better than this with someone that's been producing for a little while, you know? But yeah, I'm just trying to give you guys my feedback. Hopefully it helps. I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm trying to tell you like right away, first reaction, you know, this is what I'm thinking. So hopefully that gives you some insight. Okay, Workhouse Film and Music Group on Agnes Renee Friend. Whew, that's a mouthful. All right, I'm going to just tell you, like, most people won't listen that long. So come right in with this shit. Like, let me hear those vocals. I can hear they're good. Let's keep going, but shit. Like, give me the vocals.
Midnight walk into the room. It's been a while since I last seen you. Had to change up my own point of view to figure out root of my issues. I will be your friend till the very end, giving what you need, just trust in me, holding me so tight till the morning light. I want you to be all over me. Give me all of your love and all of your affection. Baby, did I mention your tattoo on my heart? And I like when you're here to wipe away my tears and chase away my fears. Baby, I know that you are the only one who can love me way that you do. It'd be crazy for me not to keep you around when I know I love what you do. Call me crazy cause I've been wanting you even when you couldn't want me. I'll be crazy cause our love is real and I know all that we could be. I will be.
Yo, I like the arrangement. I like the vocals. I can't say I'm like a huge fan of the production, but you can get by with it. Biggest thing I think this needs is just a pro mix, man. It needs a pro mix and master. The kick drums just like, you're like, what the fuck is happening? Like, I can't catch that groove. Like, I want that kick drum and that bass to just be super smooth together, like laying in the pocket, feeling good, letting me just like vibe and just like chill a little bit, you know? Like the kick drum is like it's just clipping out. It doesn't sound good. I think it's just mainly mix master issues for me. I think with like the right mixing, mastering curves, you know, get that shit like tight, make it feel really good and smooth. You know, that's it right there. Like for me, The vocalist is great. Needs like more wetness, more depth, more vibe, more like gel, and just feel like, you know, she's in her space, she's in her vibe, and she's just silk. You know what I'm saying? It's all mix and master shit. It's all, you know, it's in those little touches and the little like, yeah, the depth and the width and all that stuff. This track just doesn't have that. So it's good. Like technically speaking, it's like, yeah, you guys did a good job. It's balanced, I guess, you know. But the art of mixing a record, mastering a record, it plays really, really into the production of the record. I'll be real with you. That's how it works. It's the sonics. I want to hear cooler vocal effects. These radio filter ad-libs, just not that cool with her voice. Don't like it. Like, it's just too cheesy and like 2005. It's like TLC Salt and Pepper shit. Like, we need to like modernize Agnès Renee, you know? Like, this shit needs to be like way more just like 2025, you know what I'm saying? 2025 R&B. It's cool though. Good work, you guys. Got the whole music group on it. David Plen, What Used to Be. Let's roll.
It's not the way it ended that messes with my mind. It's the day that I first met you that I can't leave behind. And the nights we spent together, not that long ago. Well, we used to be lovers, and most days that's alright. But what used to be is just killing me tonight. Today I threw away your toothbrush, your things were looking up. I drank my morning coffee from your favorite coffee cup. I started to throw away your picture, and I found out I'm not that strong. Yeah, we used to be lovers, and most days that's alright. But what used to be is just killing me tonight. What used to be is killing me. What might have been is back again. You know I tried to deny, the feeling just keeps coming back to remind me. What he used to be is killing me. What might have been.
Okay, so the track's cool. I think overall, like, you know, it's just the vocal for me. Like, the vocal performance, delivery, all that good stuff is just not hitting it. Vocalist is kind of the weakest part of this, you know? And I mean no offense by that. I just mean like the playing, the guitar, all that shit's really cool. The arrangement's cool. I like the beat. I like the, you know, it's like really dope and like kind of mean and kind of down home. Blues, you know, it's all blues for sure. Intro's way too long. I thought it was an instrumental at first. I would skip out a lot of that. But yeah, the vocals just like they're just kind of like, it's like a limp towel, you know, like a wet towel. It's just kind of not really getting it for me. Even like the chorus can be like brought up by doubling it up, like stacking up the chorus a little bit more. I used to be like, just have like background stuff going on. You know what I mean? Just give it more energy. To me, it's just kind of like, it's kind of getting tired, you know, by like 2 minutes in, I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'll fall asleep in my whiskey. But yeah, it's cool. It's cool, David. I could tell like you got some players, you know. Guitar sounding good, bass, everything's locked in. It's what it needs to be. But yeah, production-wise, delivery-wise, performance-wise, needs some work. All right, let's move on. Let's go. You guys liking this? You guys, if you're liking this, just share the show. That's all. That's all you got to do. I'm not asking you to give me $1 million. Give me even $5. I'm not even asking for that. Although you can if you want to super chat me right here. It's all good. You can buy me a beer. But you don't have to. Just share the show. Nitabla Ecumenes. I can't even read that. I'm not going to. Karma. Let's go.
I do you good? What is your plan? I can't be your fool. Playing for you is up on the coup. Now that you rappers are funny the truth. You do me bad, I do you good? What is your plan? I can't be your fool. Praying for you is up on the coup. Now that you rappers are funny the truth. Karma, she's come big. Yeah, I got body bigs. Get it this bag, yeah, finally. I don't wanna flex, I'm gonna do. Karma, she's come big. Yeah, I got body bigs. Get it this bag, yeah, finally. I don't wanna flex, I'm gonna do. Just karma, wanna calm up. Hit it body big if you got an armor. If you do me bad, hit it, you be damn dog. Layman drip, but that's just how fuck. I'ma pull up on you like a rush up. Giving it big, use a vast up. Nigga, your name could this alpha. If coming in cheat, then you buzzed out. I see this. All of these things. I need it. All of the kicks. Talk about a hunch, you're a wreck. Kanye said I'm mad. Better snakes to the crash, fake friends, does that lame fab ass back. What you do? You do me bad, I do you good. What is your plan? I can't be your fool. Playing for you is up on the coup. Now that you rappers are funny the shoot. You do me bad, I do you good. What is your plan? I can't be your fool. Praying for you is up on the coup. Now that you rappers are funny the shoot. Karma, she's come big. Yeah, I got body bigs. Get it this bag, yeah, finally. I don't wanna flex, I'm gonna do. Karma, she's come big. Yeah, I got body bigs. Get it this bag, yeah, finally.
Yeah, I dig the flow. I love the bounce on it, you know? Like, that's kind of my favorite part of the track. I think the vocals are pretty muffled, you know? Like, blah, 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 blah. You know, I think, like, it just needs better mixing for the most part. I like some more excitement in, like, the ad-libs if you want to blow those up a little bit more. Yeah, what? Yeah, hey! You know, something in the back, like, something to, like, give me more, like, woo, woo, you know? More pauses, more, like, dropouts. For effect, because these kind of beats and these kind of songs are like all about being salacious. Okay, so it's like it's flamboyant, right? Like you gotta shoot, you know, like you gotta have sound effects and all this crazy shit going, and that's what keeps people's attention on a song like this. I'm glad you guys only made it 2 minutes long. That's perfect. I think a song like this, any longer without features and shit, it's too long. But I would recommend you make this about 2.5 minutes. You throw another person on a second verse. Give me different textures. Give me a different timbre so I can hear something different against this vocal. Because this vocal is interesting, kind of, but I think it'll be even more interesting if you put another vocal to compare, you know? This is a great track to have a feature on as well because you'll lose people's attention by doing the same thing too much. You know, and it's like a beat, you know, turn up beat, turn up. But if you throw different layers and different timbres on there, you're going to keep people's attention because they're going to go, whoa, what is that? New shit. Yeah, switch it up. Always switch it up. Even the beat should like do like a little shit that comma, you know, like listen to Lil Dicky and shit. Like that's what this reminds me of. It reminds me of like a different like language or, you know, some different culture doing Lil Dicky. That's how it feels like to me. Yo, my guy Drew Knight, what's up? Just bought me a beer, bro. I appreciate you. I'm gonna make this big so you can't read it. Thanks, dude. Seriously, it means a lot. Appreciate it, bro. All right, so that's that, man. That's what I got for you. All right, let's move on. YBK Evan, Private Locations V2. That means he already did one version. He's not going to show it to us.
Melodrama, take what's yours, bitch. Lay beats, this go crazy. Jimmy on the beat, boy.
We could get away for the weekend. Private jets and hotels, what you thinking? I got some dreams, yeah, I've been dreaming. Locked in, tell me when we linking. Baby, let's just drive around. You don't gotta speak when we not around. To keep it real, you the vibe for now. Show me all the feelings that you got for now. I know you crazy. Riding in that coupe, I got the AMG Mercedes. You entertain me. You be on my mind, you got me thinking about you daily. You can't find nobody that's gonna treat you like I do. Feeling like these hundreds, I just came up out the blue. I just started rapping, made a living in the stew. It's just us against the world, that's how I feel when I'm with you. You could call me on a FaceTime. I ain't really tryna waste time. And I just really love a waistline. Girl, we could take it to the baseline. To the baseline, yeah. We could get away for the weekend. Private jets and hotels, what you thinking? I got some dreams, yeah, I've been dreaming.
Okay, yeah. I mean, you know, like this one's hard because it's like the beat is obviously like an online beat. The vocals cut to the 2-track beat. I could just tell. I've been hearing a lot of that, you know. But yeah, for me, it's like nothing grabbing me, like nothing really like, oh yeah, this is super special, you know? It's just like, it literally sounds like, what's that guy, 24K Golden. I think it sounds a lot like that, you know? It's just like that, like pop, trap, upbeat stuff, summery kind of vibe. But like, yeah, there's timing issues. Like you're coming in too early and it's about to be then. Yeah, to the weekend. And it's like, you got to hit the pocket, lock in. If you need to move timing around in Pro Tools, Logic Pro, whatever, like do the edits. Don't be lazy. Get that shit done. Stack up your vocals. Get some harmonies on there, especially for the chorus. The chorus is so bare. It's like unbearable.
Private jets and hotels, what you get away for the weekend? Private jets and hotels, what you thinking? I got some dreams, yeah, I've been dreaming. Locked in, tell me when we linking.
Yeah, the writing for me is just like a little too cliche, a little too like on the nose. Yeah, private jets. I got a BMW, got a Mercedes, and you know, like it's just like, yeah. Tell us a story. We want to hear the story. I don't think like getting away, private jet for the weekend kind of vibe is like, it's just like not, everybody's heard that story so many times. Like you got to tell it in a creative way if you're going to retell that story of like getting away and being spoiled and luxuries and all that. Shit. I mean, you know, so many people have done it so much better. So yeah, this one for me is like, it's kind of lukewarm to me. All right, let's move on. Paul Do It, 49 Modern Age Man. Okay, so this one's kind of difficult because I get it. It's like it's kind of interesting. It's just like I can't really. I have no words. Yeah, exactly. Like straight up. Like that's kind of how I feel. Like in the modern age, man. Like I'm just kind of confused by the song, to be honest. And I think it's because it's like so. It kind of reminds me of like Meatloaf. I know that's like a super like, you know, like Meatloaf kind of vibe, old school classic rock meets like, I don't know. It's really hard to say, man. Elton John in there, you know, with the piano and stuff. But overall, like, it's really hard to hear everything in this mix. It just feels really quiet, feels really like papery and just weird. Like the whole thing is just kind of awkward to me. Like there's something really weird, like aliasing going on, all sorts of crazy recording stuff that's weird. I can't really give you much feedback on this. I really don't know what to say about it. I would say like take the elements, the stems, and like have someone mix it, and then I think you'd find out like where you're at, because there's just so much going on. It's like pianos and counter melodies and you know, just tons of shit going on. And this vocal is like really weird. It sounds like it's like being thrown through a flanger or something. Yeah, you know, like the drums aren't really hitting for me. Like, yeah, the whole thing is just kind of like weird. It's like it came off of a weird tape cassette or something. So, yeah, I got time for a couple more, guys. I don't know what to tell you, Paul. I'm sorry, bro. Don't be mad at me. Fam. In the End mastered. Let's go.
Lennox, that sounds crazy.
Jax, turn this shit up.
When pressure's on, you bust like pipes are forming diamonds, huh? They got blueprints to throw on architects, need perfect timing, huh? I'm in my zone, they keep asking why the fuck I'm smiling, like rather me numb and zombie, like they living life with no stress in sight. Man, keep your pill popping problems. I'm just stuffing bags with cookies, cause that's my choice of vices when trying to cope with the anxieties around me. I'm just trying to cope with the anxieties around. I think it may be time to wake up from them bad dreams. Ain't you sick of being someone who ain't never had things I be having? We all had our share of bad days. It's safe to say some selfish acts in moderation go a long way, but I say that to say, please don't stray away from showing love, even to the ones that's quick to turn their back away. Cause either way, the facts remain the same. Hate and love and peace from way within hits better than revenge. For me, it's gonna take more than a sentencing or a death wish to get rid of me. Concrete, like was rooted in them streets, was taught to walk the light and keep the heat. Imagine if I ever skipped the beat. Let me translate it like this. Through the moonlight will shine again as the darkness settles in. Lord, I pray don't let the devil in. Man, that's cold since done chill my spine again. In the end, I know who wins. So till then, I'm blowing cookie in the wind. Through the moonlight will shine again as the darkness settles in. Lord, I pray don't let that devil in. Man, that's cold since done chill my spine again. In the end, I know who wins. So till then, I'm blowing cookie in the wind. Yeah, to the beat, drop my hip hop, emotionless scars.
Yeah, this is interesting, man. Like, at first I was like, yo, this guy like trying to rap off beat, you know, and like ahead of the beat, and I'm gonna get on the like, and then I was like, oh yeah, I think he is. And then I'm like, oh yeah, but that makes me think too much. And then I'm like, wait, do I like this? I don't know. It doesn't like make me feel like anything. It's weird. It's like one of those tracks where I'm like, I want to feel this. I want to be like, yo, I like this. This shit's dope. But then I'm like, nah, I'm not really feeling it. You know? It's just like nothing to latch onto for me. I'm not like, oh yeah, that's sick. That's sick the way he's rapping on the beat. It's not on the beat, but it's kind of ahead of the beat. Like, I'm like, all right, cool. That's dope. You know, you're counting the 6/8 or something, like doing some crazy shit. But yeah, like I think if you get too lost in the sauce, like trying to be so different, I think it's really hard for people to like latch onto it, want to dance to it, really fucking ride to it, you know? It does remind me of like Bay Area shit. You know, I lived in the Bay for a little while, and this shit's everywhere, right? Like, so it reminds me of that a lot. But yeah, I think it needs a good hook. And the mix is kind of shit, but, you know, other than that, like, you know, it's cool. Steve Ante, New Day. My guy James. Thanks, dude. I appreciate that. You're the man. Appreciate you coming through, too, man. Happy Grammy Day. Hope you guys all get Grammys one day, if you don't already have them. All right, let's get into it. I got this is going to be my last one tonight, guys. I got to get going. Got another phone call coming in.
It's a lovely morning, yeah. It's a brand new day. The sun is shining, makes you feel like going out to play. Deep inside of you, living water's flowing through, and it takes you on a course, always the right way. Makes you feel like singing, I just love this day. Oh yeah. Feel the sun now burning right down on you.
All right, so I like the vibe of this because it like reminds me of just like classic soul music. Al Green, you know, like it just has that vibe. Like that's cool about it. But the mix is just like, it's really hard to listen to. Drums, like I'm not hearing the kick or feeling the kick in it in any sense. It's just like all hi-hat to me. It's like I'm like, what's going on with the drums? It's hard to tell. And then like the electric piano, like it's just way up front.
Feel the sun now burning right down on you.
Yeah, I'd like the vocal to stand out a little more and be in like a room with some nice verb and like be more lush. You know, Silk Sonics just won a Grammy, right? For Leave the Door Open. Leave the door open. Da, da, da. You know, that shit's dope, right? But yeah, you take some notes from that. Like you need that classic feel, like, and it's got to be separated and it's got to feel real good and classic. And this just kind of feels a little cluttery. Feels like a lot going on all at once. Just that's better. And you know, like you just got to make space for them, get the mix right. Yeah, I think Philip, like, yeah, tighten up everything. Tighten up the playing, the rhythms, the groove, you know. Like, just get everyone just rocking in the pocket. And it does need, like, mainly a really good mix and master on it. So that's kind of what I'm hearing in this. And then I'd like to just hear the vocals, like, more, you know. It just feels kind of demo-y. It feels old, though, which is cool. So if that's what you're going for, like you want it to sound like it came out of, you know, a 1973 record, like cool. I think you're getting there, right? But it needs like more clarity, more definition in the instruments. And that's what I would do with that one. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys get a lot out of these lives, man. Like I try to do these. You know, I hope you guys got a lot out of this, and I hope you guys enjoy these lives. You know, I'm trying to give you my opinion after doing music for, 26 years and working on really, really large projects, and with the major record labels and all that good stuff, and just kind of giving you my opinion from the studio that I'm really in tune with. And, You know, you don't have to take my advice. You could take it or leave it. It's all good. You know, I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to be mad. But I really, really appreciate you guys coming through. Thank you for everyone that uploaded music. I know how hard it is sometimes to share your ideas when you've been like working on them forever and then you finally get them in front of an audience and they're like, oh, that's all right. You know, but that's kind of how art works, right? You know, unfortunately, that sucks about it, but it's also like why you should keep sharing it, right? Keep showing up, you guys. Keep connecting. Yeah, I'll see you next week. And tomorrow, actually, I got something really special for you guys. So pay attention to YouTube. I got a new plugin that exclusively is coming out under Waves that you guys don't know about yet. And it drops tomorrow. And I got a piece of content for you. Okay, so I'm going to be breaking it down, and it's really, really dope. So I can't tell you what it is because I might get sued. But tap in, share the show, share the content. That's all I want. You guys, I just want you guys to learn shit, come back, connect with people, and yeah, get the word out there. All right? Peace. Happy Grammy night. Go win some Grammys.